Am I gonna like, is there gonna be like a ring? Look at, how cool is this? Hi, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Um, I just have an agent that was texting me and I just wanna, yes. She says, am I allowed to come to your team meeting today? Yes, yes, you are. All right. Y'all are quiet. You guys were much louder before. Are you still free? Can you hear me better, Troy? Oh, not anymore? Okay. You can hear me well? Okay, good. Where should I not stand? Ethan? That's going to be fun because you know me. I'm going to walk around. All right, let's get this party started. Who has some gratitude?
I have 3 actually.
Wow, look at you. Awesome.
Me to create a newsletter. And I want to thank Krista for helping me get it into command and sent out to everybody. And then I want to thank Becky for helping me with the Wisconsin transaction.
Awesome.
It's going to be messy, but it turns out it's going to be
nice. She has a great way of kind of smoothing that out, doesn't she? That's fantastic. All right. Who can beat that? Who's got 3? Who's got 4? No, I'm teasing. Really, Jay?
Our teachers. So that would be Alexis, Becky, and Krista. I've heard nothing but amazing things since moving to this space about how much they poured into our agents and how amazing their classes have been. So yeah, just want to give them some love because they do a tremendous job.
That's awesome. Fantastic. Nice work. All right, anybody else? Hi, everybody online. Y'all can talk too if you have any gratitude. Amy, are you here or are you somewhere warm?
I am in South Carolina.
Oh.
So it's warm-ish, you know, a lot warmer than Bayou, but not warm for South Carolina standards.
Yeah. Well, we're so glad that you hopped in.
I have a bucket fill.
Okay.
I wanted to thank Alexis. She is a go-to for whenever I'm encountering a difficult situation or something that's new to me, and she is always so helpful and helps me stay on track. So thank you, Alexis.
Thank you, Alexis. That's awesome. All right. We good? Are y'all filled up with your thankfulness? Are you tired? What's happening? Are you cold? Yeah. Say words.
I prefer intimidation.
I was gonna say, is this freaking people out? Because I'll take it off. It is. I will. Don't put it past me. Oh, it's freaking me out now. Welcome to Pat Cotter. I'm looking around. Nope, not here today, but we are so excited to have him join us. Oh, how about we do this for today?
Yeah.
Okay. Y'all are just gonna have to listen real hard because we'll do this on a day when Jen's not in charge. We'll leave that for somebody else. A big, huge welcome to Pat. We're so excited to have him. Congratulations on joining us. Everybody do a big woohoo. All right. So, speaking of woohoos, Delaney's here. She's holding down the fort. Anybody else from the Boston Co Company? Brooke, are you on? Is somebody? Guys, number 5 in the region. Look at you, lady leaders. Nice, nice. Ah, nice work. We've got some cool things coming. Right after this class, right after this team meeting, Trent is doing his how to win listings, do all the things, and kill it in the real estate world. Genuinely so grateful for you to share all of the things. So thank you. Appreciate it. And thank you, Carissa, for putting it all together for him, because let's be honest.
Wait till you see it, you'll know. It's gonna give her anxiety.
I'm sure she did great. It was all Trent. He put it all together. Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing that, because we are super appreciative. And tomorrow, everybody, if you have any questions about command, if you're a little bit iffy about command, Lisa is going to share how to blow up your business using command at 11:30 here in the office. It will be Zoomed.
Yes.
Okay. It'll be Zoomed as well. So 11:30, Lisa Sorvig, she is going to share all the goods. You know, Lisa was asked to come to our family reunion as a featured speaker about command. And so she's going to share all the goods. Hey, hi, Charlie's mom. It's his fault. We're glad you're here. No worries. Okay, what's coming up in February, Hannah? Share with us all of the good things.
Yeah, so I really just want to touch on the things that aren't our normal stuff. So on the right side of the screen, you'll see our normal cadence for our training calendar. So Mondays and Fridays, we have Mighty 90 at 10 o'clock. Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, everything starts at 11:30. So the first team meeting of the month is going to be commercial. That's coming back to the Market Center. So our first one's going to be February 3rd. So tune in for that. And then Res, ALC Res. And then on Wednesdays, PC, followed by a forms or a broker class. And then Thursdays is tech and marketing. All of the dates are there, and this will be in the recap as well. But also want to touch on in February, the Select Wealth class, building wealth through strategic property management. That's going to be on the 3rd after the commercial team meeting. Randy is going to teach a Title IQ class after the team meeting on the 10th. So be sure to come to that. And then Select Wealth has another training in February, establishing their wealth plan. That's going to be on February 19th. And then Connie is going to tell you how to get paid on the 24th of February after that team meeting. So lots of good things coming up. And like I said, this overview of February will be in the recap notes. But if you have any questions about anything, feel free to reach out. So
Awesome. Fantastic. Yes, our first commercial team meeting is not just for commercial agents. And it's going to be primarily around commercial information. So if you are interested in the commercial space of real estate, you may want to attend that commercial team meeting as well. All right, any questions, comments, ahas? Aha! That's what I like to hear. All right, Randy, come on down. Tell us all the good things about title. And speak loudly because the doors are closed.
Okay. So I had everything planned out, but I'm going to pivot last minute because something's coming that we thought was going to get delayed, and it's not going to get delayed anymore. So 2 things. Off the top of my head, I am going to touch on what I wanted to talk about, fraud. Fraud is making another huge swing in the title world, and it's on our purchases. So if you guys got a buyer using a lender, cash, not so much, but still be careful. But lenders, what's happening is I've had 3 reports in the last week. One of them was ours, 2 of them was another title company because we stay in contact with other closers in the business. People's emails are getting hijacked, as in our lenders. So people are getting a fake email from the lender with wire instructions to send their cash to close. The dollar amounts match because they're going through their thread and you can see emails that are getting sent how much they need to owe. The only things that are triggering these are the web address. There's an odd number in there. So what I'm going to say is any buyer you have that's getting sending a wire for their funds, make sure they speak to the person they're sending those funds to over the phone at the title company, and make sure they verify those wires. We have a 2-step. I do have some agents that will come behind us, and when we send our final cash to close, they'll email their customer and say, this is a valid email. Make sure you reach out and speak to Randy or Aaron because it's the only 2 people that should be talking to you about your wires. So be very, very careful. The 2 at the other title companies, they sent their money to the wrong place and they will not be getting that back. So, and it's getting very, very, very sophisticated. They're taking the signatures, the pictures, everything except for the .coms. There's like a weird slash, or the end of that email is going to look funny. So anybody's sending you money, make sure you double and triple check with the title company. Make sure your buyers are talking to people. Okay, big deal. And the other thing, so the word FinCEN. I know some of you have heard me talk about this because we've got deals coming up in March that are going to apply. What this is, and I'm going to touch on it basically. I'm not an expert on it yet. I'm deep in it. This is my first packet that I got. I'm going to use for material. On that class, February 10th, I was going to do something different. We're going to make that a FinCEN class because it starts March 1st. What it is, basically, if you guys are dealing with a cash buyer who is an LLC or a trust or any kind of entity, There's going to be hours and hours of paperwork at the IRS now. And I always thought it was kind of weird when we do a cash transaction, anybody can send me any money from anywhere. We don't, it's kind of weird. I did one a couple weeks ago for $2 million and they just sent it from account. We don't look at the account. It just shows up and we're good. Basically what the IRS is doing is like, we're not doing that anymore. We're going to track this money. It's an anti-money laundering campaign, but it's the IRS and it's going to be an absolute nightmare. So we need to work together on informing our clients, because I know what's going to happen is if we're not, and they get to me and then they have to work with the IRS for 2.5, 3 hours, they're going to be upset. So if you've got someone planning to buy a house, now off the top of my head, I know it's not single family residences. I know it is condos, townhomes, 1 to 4 family residences, vacant land only with the intent to build. Single family residences, you're good. So if your client's buying cash after March 1st and they're an LLC or a trust, not an individual, talk to your closer, come talk to me, because they're going to be filing FinCEN. The sellers are going to have a portion, the buyers are going to have a portion, and then we'll have our own portion of all this paperwork we need to do with the IRS. And it's a huge initiative. This is probably one of the biggest things in the last 10 years I've seen come to title that's really going to change things. And they're, pushing big agendas, like if it's not done correctly, with fines and prison and all kinds of stuff. So it's a big, big deal. So I just wanted to get you guys the name FinCEN, Google it. I have the packet. I'm going to scan this and then I can send it to Hannah and she can send it to everybody. You guys can start doing your own research on FinCEN. And then February 10th, come to the class and then I might bring in an expert. Sometimes I feel like I bring them in though, because I'm like you guys, I need it in layman's terms. So I might bring someone to fall back on with one of my insurance companies, one of my underwriters. But we'll do a class then and we'll talk about it more, about the specifics, the ins and outs, and then we'll get prepared for March 1st.
Do you think, Randy, do you think
Yeah.
people will just buy it and then quit claim it?
So
That's exactly what I was thinking. Why wouldn't you do
You
that?
are talking to real estate agents.
It's
That's
the very
not
first
to
thing.
get away.
That's the first thing I thought.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
okay, I'll just buy it individual and then quit claim, because I have people that do that. So here's what I can say. If someone comes to me and buys a home cash and if they're an individual, then they're not filing FinCEN. Now, after that, if they go and quit claim deed that to their LLC or trust, at that point, then they're supposed to file FinCEN on their own. I'm not an attorney, so I'm not going to advise them.
Right.
But technically, you're supposed to file at that point, once it goes into the entity. Now, I don't know what the catch-all is, because the IRS isn't pulling deeds. But on your taxes, I know you're telling your accountant you bought a house or you sold a house, and I did this with it, I did that with it. They're going to find out. So yes, that's an immediate workaround. And then I'm like, sweet, we'll just do a put it in your name, and then I'll do the quick claim deed for you. I can't touch that. So I'll get some more info on it, because I know they've thought of it. I need to figure out the net, how they would catch those things. But again, we're not attorneys either, so we can't advise them.
But you're suggesting that if I need to launder money, buy a single family.
I'm not an attorney.
No condos, no
advise.
condos.
They'll recap, Zimmer. So this does not apply for the normal Bill and Sally that are buying a house through financed funds.
No.
This applies for people that are buying cash
Yes.
in an LLC
Or
entity.
Yes, ma'am.
Not
Not-
single family.
Or a truck.
Or a trust.
Yeah.
Or a trust, not
Okay.
single family. So
Okay.
vacant land with the intent to, here's the other thing. They could tell me they're not building and
Yeah.
then build on it the next day.
Sure,
I'm not an attorney, you can't advise you, sir.
sure.
There'll be a hard stop that we can all follow up on. I have a flow chart that you guys can literally show your clients if they want to purchase under an LLC. And it's gonna have these, are you this, then you file. Are you that, then you don't file. And then you guys can have that and start from the beginning. And then once we bump through all that and then shoot, we are filing FinCEN, at least we'll all be on the same team.
Sure.
Okay, all right.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you, Randy. Appreciate that. All right, so let's bring up the Toms for any updates in mortgage that we're gonna need to do 65 documents for. It's easy.
No. I'm gonna talk about buy downs again. I know we've done it before, but the market is like extremely ripe for these right now. And I was just Had one yesterday, and the Edina agent called me and said, Tom, I've been trying to get these people to call you for a month. They're pre-approved with the national lender who's offering a free 1-year buy down. Right, so I'm like, nothing's for free. So anyway, they called me. They had, let me go to the next slide.
You sure can. You want the clicker? Do you want the power?
No, I just need one slide.
Okay.
This was the scenario. Her clients were in negotiations and they were $30,000 apart. And the buyers wouldn't give, and it was all due to payment, right? They just will not go over X for their payment. So they said, Tom, they agreed to talk to you. I'm gonna have them call you. They called me. So I went through it. I said, well, what if there's a way for us to kind of transition into that larger payment where the first couple of years it's a lot less? Would you guys be open to that? And they said yes. So I went through this buy down scenario. And so this was a nice loan, $750,000 purchase at 20% down, good credit, all that. And this is how it would work. So, oh, did I just knock that off?
No, it's.
Tom, what have you done?
Tech is being super crazy today,
Yeah,
so
just hang with us.
hang tight.
You know any good songs in the meantime?
All right, so this is the number that you would have to negotiate with the sellers on this, which is $13,398, which on a $750,000 house in this market is not that much to ask the seller to pay, in my opinion. And to not see, which I don't know what's going on.
Where's that?
And what happens with that, the seller's paying that money towards the buyer's closing costs, which they can use to get a lower rate for the first 2 years. Okay, it's basically the sellers are subsidizing their mortgage payments. So this $13,398 is held with the mortgage company to help them make their payments for the first couple of years. Okay, this first year, the normal payment's $36.45 for principal and interest. But because of this buy down subsidy, the buyers only have to pay $2,907 of that. And the rest is coming out of the buy down, which is $737 a month. That's a lot of money. So that's for 12 months. The second year, they're subsidized $378. And then going forward, they've got the full payment of $3,600 and whatever that number says over there. People are so sensitive on payments right now. And being able to kick the can down the road a couple of years is a big deal to a lot of people. You might have your incomes going up in a couple of years, or it's situational where you can afford it down the road, but you can't afford it now. And I think in this market, I don't know if it's going to be this way in April or May, but we should be looking at this for everybody, in my opinion. And then back to what I said about nothing's for free. I said, out of curiosity, what was the interest rate on the lender that was offering the 1-year free buy down? It was 6.75. And this is at 6.125, which is a killer rate right now. So if you see these advertisements, we all have the same options. We're all on the same platform. It's marketing. So they're offering a buy down, but the rate over the remaining 29 years is 5. It's over 0.5% higher. So keep an eye out for that stuff, but should be a really good tool in this market right now.
Any questions for Tom?
Thomas.
Yeah.
So we're going ahead and we're kicking the can down the road. We have lower payments.
Yep.
Let's say interest rates actually, I can get a loan now for 5.1%, but I'm still in this buy down period.
Great question.
What can I just refinance? Can I use the remainder money? What does that look like?
Yeah. So what happens is, let's say this is a year down the road. They've been getting subsidized $737 a month for the first 12 months. Okay. You still have this amount left in your escrow account for the next 12 months. You can use that $4,500 to help for the cost of the refinance in a year. When the time, it's your money. It's just sitting, you negotiated that at the time of the offer. It's your money. It's just being held in an account to help you make those payments for the 2 years.
Awesome.
Yes. That's good stuff right there. Tom R. All right, anything else, guys? Any other questions? All right, talk to the Toms if you have a buyer that has questions about that. Thank you so much. All right. Who's got a property to sell? We are looking for listings that are not on the market currently right now, that are either withheld, not coming soon, but something that you guys have to track.
I have a $400,000 2-bedroom cabin in Spooner. And it's on Mackenzie Lake, which would, in my personal opinion, is the top 5.
Yes, that is a very good lake. Is it by the bar? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not horribly far. Bed and row.
Mhm.
Can you short-term rental that?
I don't know the answer to that. I think Burnett County is a no.
Yeah.
But sure. Ask Brent, what were you saying about money laundering?
Actually.
Sure, take on fraud.
Yeah.
I think Burnett County is
Okay.
straight down. That's what I'm trying.
All right, Robert.
Bloomington, West Bloomington, single family. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 3-level split, large yard, 425. That's 8433 Morris Circle if that's important. Downtown St. Paul in Lower Town on Mears Park, 1-bedroom, 1-bath. It's been remodeled to the point where it looks new, 275. In Avonlea neighborhood in Lakeville, a 2-story, 4-bed, 3-bath, 2,800 square feet, somewhere between 550 and 575,000. And then if you need any multifamily in St. Paul, just come talk to me because I've been a bunch of it.
Awesome. Let's do Hannah, then we'll do Shelby.
Healy has 2 withhelds, one in Morristown, 2-bed, 1-bath, on half an acre, shooting for $200K, and then an Inver Grove 4-bed, 3-bath, $450.
Okay.
I have one having in Egan, single family, 3-level split, and 415. We're thinking 3-bed, 2-bath, 2-garage. It's new, modern. A lot of the things in there are like modern updates and stuff. New paint, new carpet, just in really good shape, good bones.
Awesome.
2009 square feet. Yeah. Good yard too.
Good. Egan, you said?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Trent?
A couple of them coming. South St. Paul, really cute 2-story, probably one of the nicest ones in the neighborhood. That'll be at 385. I think that'll probably go in multiple offers. So if you want to see it early, let me know. Arboretum Boulevard in Chan. It's a cute little condo. They bought it a year ago in a 1031 exchange just because they had to. They were pressed up against time. They're basically asking what they paid for it. There's a renter in there right now that wants to stay. He pays $1,800, so it's not a bad return. They're asking $250. But the tenant would leave if they needed to. So if you have someone looking for a 2-bed, 2-bath, like basically almost a 2-car tandem garage, but it's technically a single stall. And then I've got one in Excelsior, 647 Mill Street. It's currently a short-term rental that does really well, but Excelsior changed their laws and are only allowing up to 6 months. So it just doesn't make sense for these guys anymore. That will be, was that 435 or something, which is a smoking deal for Excelsior. You can walk to downtown.
How many beds on that one?
That one is, I think it's 4. I think it's 3 on the main and 1 down, or 2 on the main and 2 down. It's a cute little spot. Mill's a little bit of a busier street.
Yeah.
But for 400s in Excelsior, like.
Yeah. Is it across the bridge or on the other side?
Yeah, it's across the bridge. Yep. And then Brunswick, we posted about that in the Facebook group. Holly Stomberg's actually showing that Thursday, which is awesome. If you have questions on that, check out the Facebook group. And then I've got a really nice one coming in Egan. I really wanted to share this one because there is absolutely nothing else in this price point. So they're probably going to be about $975-ish in Egan, right next to the high school. It's like almost 6,000 square feet, full kitchen in the basement, pool table, screen porch, sport court. It's like gorgeous custom home, big, grand, double ceiling, huge spiral staircase, kind of wraps around. It's a really, really cool house. So that's, every bedroom has an ensuite. So it's like 4 beds up, all with an ensuite. An office on the main, formal dining, formal living, massive house.
Awesome. And that one's
If
coming.
you go to Egan right now, between like 9 and $1 million, there's like not a single house. So.
Right.
Tough on the price. But.
All right, who else?
Lisa Sorvig has coming soon in Roberts, Wisconsin, 2-bed, 1-bath, 2-car garage on 0.53 acres right next to the elementary school. 315 completely updated top to bottom with new kitchen, bathroom, screen and porch, brand new fenced in yard, great for dogs or kids, right off I-94 and only 10 minutes to the Minnesota border.
Okay.
I have one more.
Brent Zimmer, are you teaching a listing class?
Actually, this one is from my friend Brandon. He's in the back. Came all the way down from Park Rapids.
Hey, Brandon.
Brandon owns the Great North. He's the lakeshore man up north. Do you want to tell him what you got?
Well, I'm up in Park Rapids. I message friends, send them a text there, but we got a bunch of lake stuff coming up, but one particular comes up next week. It's 2.5 million on Potato Lake, West Bearson Lake, 6-bed, 5-bath, like 6,000 square feet, big 40 by 80 detached shop. It's unbelievable. It's luxury. Got somebody looking for a lake place. That's where we are.
How's Potato Lake?
Very really premier fishing.
Potato
Doesn't
Lake.
sound very sexy. I get it.
Oh,
Potato.
I'm huge.
It's fun.
Yeah. Awesome.
That's what we got.
All right, thank you. Okay, any buyers? Any buyers that you've been at every house and you literally cannot find them anything?
Hey, Jen.
Yes.
Hey, this is Chris.
Chris.
Christopher Rose. Say, we've got a few coming up. I meant to get in there. We've got a withheld in Richfield. We'll be going on in a coming soon next week, I believe. So 3-bedroom, 2-bath. The cool thing about this house is it's a large 2-car garage with a workshop on the backside of it. So it's like kind of unheard of in Richfield. They remodeled their kitchen. It's really nice. That'll be about $370. Also, we've got one coming up in Burnsville withheld. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, townhome, nice area. It's right by the hospital over in that area. That will be in the 260s. And we have a withheld in St. Louis Park, smaller home. It's like, 1,400 square feet, but 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and a detached 3-car garage. I don't know. I've been like the garage guy lately, but that is something that no one has there. So that's going to be on at about 365, 370.
Awesome. So instead of the condo queen, you're the garage guy.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I'll take that.
Hey,
Hey, Jen. I've had my hand up. Nobody noticed.
Hi, Darcy.
Hi. I have one that's kind of interesting. It's actually an active listing, but the withheld part is that we're about to do a $100,000 price reduction on March 1st. It's a 5-bed, 3-bath. I'd call it a modified tri-level split built in 2018, I want to say, in Maple Plain, Orono Schools. Yeah, they just haven't, they wanted it listed for private reasons, but didn't actually want to sell it. But coming March 1st, they actually want to sell it. So they're going to bring it down to like 545, we're talking. So if you have somebody that would want to get in before we do that, might be a good idea.
And folks, we're moving on unless I miss anybody else's hand. Okay. All right, we've got lots happening. Spring Market is here. I don't know if you kind of picked up on that, but Spring Market is definitely here. Hey, everybody that came to the gala, huge thank you. And if you didn't, you missed it. It was really fun. We had a great time. We were able to celebrate all of our peeps. And isn't that the best? So fun. What? Yeah. So make sure that you put on your calendars for next year. And here's the thing, we're probably going to do it the 30th of January. I'm gonna say it right now. So it's too cold. And here. So there you go. That's that. And did you know this? If you missed it, did you know that your total closed volume in 2025 ranked number 10 in the MLS, and that you ranked number 9 in MLS count in agent population? Did you also know that you sold 1,187 properties? And did you know that 1 out of every 5.2 properties that sold through Dakota County agents sold through a KW Select, KW Commercial Midwest agent? this is a huge deal. Congratulations to all of you for your hard work, because I know 2025 was a year. Did you know this? So the color of the red line is Keller Williams Select. The color of the purple line is the brokerages around us. This is units sold for the year. We had some brokerages that shut down. They went out of business, or they merged, or they did other things. And that is your unit count versus your competitors. And that is your volume sold and the other company's volume sold for 2025. All that to say, you guys did an amazing job in helping a lot of people achieve their real estate goals. So you should be very, very proud of the things that you've accomplished. And for those folks that had a year that may not have been as stellar in your own mind, congratulations, because you made it through. So now pick yourself up by the bootstraps and let's make 2026 be awesome. So speaking of that, we are going to take the next 15 minutes and we are going to go through something that I learned from David Voorhees. Have you all listened to the MREA podcast this week? If you have not, you should. David Voorhees is featured on it, and he is, he's just a smart cat. And he's super real. That's what I like about him the most, is he's just kind of a real person. So I came up with this little title today through ChatGPT. Shiny pennies distract and gold compounds. What shiny pennies are distracting you from your gold? And is the gold so boring that you've looked for the shiny penny? Because I just want to let you know that shiny pennies distract, gold compounds over time. The most successful people that I know have a high tolerance for uncertainty and an even higher tolerance for boredom. That is Layla Hormozi. You can look her up. She is a really cool story. But she says we've got to embrace being bored. And some of us are challenged with that because we like to be really not bored. So what are the boring things? All right. If you look at the MREA, the Millionaire Real Estate Agent, I know, you're going to be like, Jen, that's so old. It was written so long ago. Yeah, it was. And it still works today. So on page 188, there is this little figure called the figure 38. What are the 4 boring things that produce gold in your life? Number 1, you can say it with me for those of you that have read the book or that are going to read the slide. Number 1, number 2, begin every day. Number 3, communicate in a systematic way. And number 4, service all the leads that come your way. If you did this every day, what would your life look like? And as a secondary question, what do you think it is that holds you back from doing it every day? What is it? What is it that takes away your, just start thinking in your mind. What are the things that take my attention away from the 4 things that if I did it every day, I'd have gold compounding? Just jot them down because we're going to do something with those. So what David said was, I know that there's a lot. There's, you name it. Name some of the AI platforms that you guys are using right now. ChatGPT. We got chat. What else have we got? Copilot. What else have we got? Gemini. Anybody using Claude? No? Anything else? We got a lot, right? If they are helping you be more effective in your 4, awesome. If they're not, they are pennies. They're really expensive pennies, but they're pennies. So what he says is when you can stick with the 4 and couple that with some sort of artificial intelligence to make your life easier and to be smoother and to be more systematic and to have it more quickly done, that's the secret sauce. So listen to his podcast. It's episode 119. So he says, build a database, use a CRM. What's the class that's going to be taught tomorrow? Lisa Sorvik? Yeah. Command. Command's awesome. Use it or don't. I actually don't give a flying flip, but use something. Use something. Number 2. I haven't eaten yet today, so this is gonna get fun. Feed it every day. This is where we get stuck. Feed it every day. Every day, talk to somebody. Whether it be through chat, whether it be through Messenger, whether it be through text, whether it be through voice to voice over the phone, whether it be that you go to their house. Feed it every day. And then number 3, show value by communicating with it in a systematic way, because this is where you capture them. This is where you keep them, because you show them value. And when you can deliver the service that they deserve and create an exceptional experience for them, they will never leave you. Not only will they never leave you, but they will tell others about you. That honestly is it. We make it so much more complicated than that because we don't want to be bored. And it's okay. 1 through 4, rinse and repeat. And I love that he said that because he's bald. So there you go. So then Jason Abrams was saying, what in the world are we, from the very new agent to the very seasoned agent? Like, we're talking over thousands of units every year. What is the number one thing that they hear every single time? And that is they don't have enough data for the 4 pieces of people in their world, meaning they don't have their name. Some people don't have their name in their database. No name. Just an email address. Go to your contacts right now and just see how many come up at the top that don't have a name. So, do you have their name? Do you have their address? Did I spell that right? Yeah. Number 3, phone number. Number 4, email. It's so simple that we're like, oh, it's got to be harder than that. There's got to be something more sexy than that. Actually, no, there isn't. But here's the thing. Get rid of the ones that you don't like. You come up against somebody in your database and you're like, I don't want to call them. You get this funny feeling in your stomach and you're like, oh, delete them. Hey, we live in a place that you can actually delete. So get them out of there. Make your database somewhere where you want to be. Because I can promise you this, if you get the weird feeling in your stomach, they probably do too. Let them go. Go with God. Phew, be free. Let them go. Because then you can focus your energy on who you want to be in business with. So what Jason said is, this is the dialogue that you can use when you contact anyone in your database. Super easy script. And we don't say the word script anymore. So super easy dialogue. Robert, this is Jen.
So,
thank you so much for taking. I'm doing great. How are you doing?
thanks for the call. It's a little late.
Absolutely. I know. And I know you're up. So I'm so glad that we're able to chat. Hey, what is your real estate strategy for 2026?
Strategy? I don't know. What do you mean by strategy?
What kind of plans do you have? Do you have any plans with your home in 2026?
Oh, sure. Yeah, we were thinking the other day about potentially moving.
Really?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Where are you going to go?
Oh, that's a good question. We don't know. Just
kind of drumming around the idea right now.
Just drumming around the idea.
What are they? Everybody, who are they? What are they? Where are they categorized? Are they an A, B, or C?
That'd be an A for me.
Who said A? Okay, A. So this is very good. Regina says A. Who says B? Can I hear a B? Can I hear a B, 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 B? Anybody say a B? Anybody say a C? B. C. You want to move, you don't know where, you're not really sure. That tells me so much information because I know what kind of questions I can ask to help you either determine if you want to go faster. I'm not sure you'd be an A. You might be a B.
I've been told that my entire life.
And do you know why Jason said use the word strategy? Because you're going to get that. Strategy? What do you mean? What are you talking about? Then you can just have a dialogue with them, a conversation. So if you didn't write this one down or take a picture of it, just memorize it. What's your real estate strategy for 2026? You will get to categorize them and you'll get to click off the donkeys that you don't want in there and you'll be able to move on with your life. Okay. How are we doing on time?
12:13.
Oh, we're doing pretty good. That's awesome. Okay, any questions with this? Are you gonna do it? Sure am. Are you?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I absolutely love the idea of leading people. That's
First, like make sure we're not, what is that? Angry, tired, like don't make sure. But all of that acronym of make sure that you've eaten, make sure you're in a good mood. Don't be like delete, delete, delete. Because then you're gonna have to feed it with, but that's awesome. What else? Will you do it? What would hold you back from doing it? Let's ask it in a different way. What do you think would hold you back from doing that? From making that call in your database?
Fear of rejection.
Okay, what would you be rejected? What would they reject you on?
No.
Yeah, maybe lack of interest, maybe, that's not mine. That's just what I know the answers in the room.
Sure.
Yeah,
Well, thank you.
I'll say anything.
I appreciate you. No, I'm serious. Thank you for that, because that is like our fear is being rejected. What would be the rejection as an answer to this question? What's your real estate strategy for 2026?
I don't have one.
Okay, so Alisa, thank you so much. So what I'm hearing you say is you don't have any plans for your real estate in 2026. Totally get that. Awesome.
Yeah.
You're happy where you're at. They're going to carry you out in a box.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm so happy. Do you need anything in your home right now? Windows, gutters, landscaping. And so anything that I can do to connect you with somebody that might be a professional.
Great landscaper would be fantastic.
Right. It's not rejection. It's okay. Well, how can I be helpful for you? See, it would just open up a conversation.
And it gives you an opportunity to talk to them about who do they know that does have a strategy.
Absolutely. Yeah. Because you want to add, what was the number 3? Add value, right? So we want to consistently add value to them. They may want to live in their house for the next 15 years. That's okay. That's awesome. Add value to them such that when you create an exceptional customer experience with them, they can't help but tell other people. So then if you know that they're going to stay in their house until they have to be carried out in a box, what's the one thing that you're thinking you're going to do this year that might upgrade your home? Well, we're going to remodel our bathroom. Great. Do you need any help with that? I have contractors that I can refer to you, or do you need? This question insulates you from being rejected. Whereas if you call and said, Jeremy, I'm just calling to see who do you know that wants to buy, sell, or invest in real estate? Reject. That can happen. This one, it's just an open question. You're not attached to the outcome. Help. Okay, before we even pick up the phone, before we even shoot off that message, before we even text someone, we have to make sure that we are in the proper mindset. Has anyone over the last 12 months struggled with mindset in this room? Hannah is like, arm up, 100%. Yep, I did. I love you so much. Kathy Bullock's like the, what's that thing that sits in the wind? She's like, oh. All right. Yeah. We all do. Because our mindset is the most important money-making tool you have in your toolbox. And as real estate professionals, you all have the greatest opportunity every single day to help a lot of people at a really important time in their life. Sometimes that can drain your mental capacity. Sometimes you need to refuel. So I'm going to implore you to be very protective of your mindset. And how do you do that? Well, we're at Keller Williams, so there's like a model system and tool for it. Jay has a one-pager. It's inside of Command. If you go into Command and in the search bar, you search playbooks, and then you search one-pager, it will come up. Go on a news diet. So I'm going to say something super controversial. I don't believe we as humans should know about every single tragedy that happens in Indonesia at the very moment it happens. I think too much information causes anxiety when we can't do anything with it. So while I want us to be exceptionally well-informed, especially in the real estate world, be really choosy about what you let into your brain. Because otherwise you're going to walk around with anxiety-ridden fears about things that are happening in Indonesia. And I love the people of Indonesia, but I can't do anything about it right now. Does that make sense? So I just want you to be really protective, right? There are certain things that some of us refuse to put into our bodies because we will have a severe reaction. There is medication that we take to make sure that we protect ourselves from high blood pressure. Some of us don't eat gluten. There are things that we are very mindful of that we do not let into our world because it will harm us. But we will let anything into our world in our brains. And we have it everywhere. TV, phone, all the things, all those things. The doom scrolling. I implore you to do something to protect your mindset so that when you do these calls, you are at your A game, you are excited, and you will attract that which you are, not that which you want. So, the 4 things are what? What's the 4 things?
Build a database.
Build a database. Candy, you're my favorite person. Build a database. Feed it every day. What's the 3rd one?
Communicate with it
Communicate with it in a systematic way. Number 4, service all the leads that come your way. If you do those 4 things, your life will be exceptionally better. And what are the 4? It's like a theme. What are the 4 pieces that we're going to get? Their name, address, email, phone number. Yeah. If you want to get their handle, get their handle. Doesn't matter to me. What's your real estate strategy for 2026? You can ask that for the entire Q1. And you can ask it for whenever you want, but the entire Q1, it's applicable. And then just shut down the news because it's not news. It's just commentary. All right, my friend. You guys remember this book? You haven't read it, it's super good. This says, Jeb Blount, I love him. He says, stop wishing things were easier and start making yourself better. It's not going to get easier. Here's a few brutal truths. Things will get worse before they get better. There will be winners and there will be losers. Bad things will happen to good people. Businesses will fail. Some people are going to lose their jobs. Some people are going to take pay cuts. This sounds like a really uplifting book, doesn't it? Some people will lose their homes, their savings. Some people are going to have to start over again. Smart people will win and thrive. Selling in a crisis is challenging. Often, you'll want to give up because sometimes in the short term, it's going to be required that you'd work 10 times as hard to get the same place that you were. Yet, if you make the commitment to be diligent and stick with it and be bored, that I just put that one in there. You will build momentum that puts you far ahead of the field when we emerge on the other side. So stop right now and resolve to stop wishing things were easier. Instead, focus on making yourself better so that you can rise to the occasion and outsell the crisis. Jeb Blount. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for choosing to be with us today. Wow, we are early. I'm not taking more time, so this is what we're going to do. Oh, check that out. We've got QR codes and all the things. Is that what that is?
Yep. Alex is gonna come up because he sponsored lunch today.
Okay.
He's gonna.
Yeah, before we do, I am gonna make sure, is there any questions, ahas, things that you heard today that you thought that you had heard before, but you heard it differently today? Aha. I appreciate it. Regina, thank you.
My favorite was Kick Out the Donkeys because it was very visual, because actually I've been trying to clean up my database. I have contacts in there from 20 years ago. I don't even know who the people are. And someone kept telling me, just call them. And I'm like getting sick to my stomach, feeling anxious. And Loki had shared that, Jared had shared that with her. So it's making the rounds, and I kicked a few donkeys out, and that really resonated with me today. We don't have to hate what we're doing. We can actually like making calls to people we have relationships with and want to be in partnership. And that's what I'm focusing on.
Yeah, and they're not bad people. They're just not your people, and that's okay. They're wonderful. Let them go be wonderful with someone else. Truly, it's awesome. Thank you for that. What's one thing you're going to do differently tomorrow than you did today in your business because of what you heard? For the love of God and all things holy, just make something up.
Really boring.
I'm gonna get bored.
I'm gonna be so bored.
I'm gonna get bored.
You two should be bored together.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna listen. Oh, good. Listen up, David. He's awesome. All right, fantastic. So without our fantastic sponsor, we would not have food for you today. And we have food for you today before Trent comes up to speak. I stopped early, so Trent has more time. And the food is already here, yes? Yep, food's ready to go. All right, so guys, get ready to go out and grab your plates. Before you go, we're gonna have just a quick thank you for America's Preferred Home Warranty. First name?
Alex.
Alex, thank you so much for coming in.
No, thank
I
you.
really appreciate it. Here's a little tip.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
But yeah, I saw a couple people already kind of doing it, but if you guys want to bring out your phones and just get checked in, this shows my company I work today. And then also, we also created an app that makes it a lot easier to order warranties, so you don't have to call it in or email it in each time. Scanning in and checking in is going to get you onboarded into the app, so you'll be able to create an account. So give you guys a minute or so here, and then we'll get going.
If we already have an account, we'll just on the app, we'll go through this.
Yeah, do it. Yeah, if you want to, they'll probably send something, and then they can take you off the list if you already have an account. But yeah, you can go in and reset the password. And another way too, if you go to aphw.com on the right side, top right, there's a real estate professionals tab that gets you into the Real Pro page where you can go to forgot password.
What's your last name?
Kaminsky, Kaminski. That'll be if you need my name there too. That's all my information. I have a couple of these folders made out by the food where you guys can take, has my business card and everything in there. I know I've stopped in the office a few times to drop off my information as well too. Perfect. So one of the key differentials, if some of you know about America's Preferred Home Warranty or if it's new to you as well, biggest key differential, what we do different is we allow the homeowner to choose their own licensed contractor for all covered repairs. So these are a bunch of stats that show about how important it is, how satisfied they are having people they know and trust working in their home. And then just like the timeliness factor of getting something fixed when it goes down. It's a lot faster process when they get to choose who they want. And when it comes to the part where, someone's new into the area and they don't know anyone in that industry to call, I'm sure you guys as agents know a contractor in the area where you can refer them to help fix their repairs there as well too. So biggest key differential, like I said, we allow homeowners to choose their own licensed contractor. This one's a big one for you. So this is a risk management tool for you guys. In case an E&O claim were to happen, we cover at minimum 75% of your E&O deductible up to $3,750. So, and then if you look at the bottoms, we do have 3 different price points. I know before you guys mentioned fraud, title fraud. So our Premier and Gold packages, that includes identity theft and title fraud protection in there. So if you sell any of the Premier or Gold package, so the upgraded options, we actually cover 100% of the E&O deductible up to $5,000. This is also a big thing why a lot of people like to offer us on every deal, because even if you don't sell a warranty on the homeowner, as long as you get them to sign the waiver that they're declining. So I did drop off a bunch of these. These are actually the physical warranties. But on this page here, so basically fill it out with the address, get the homeowner to sign it that they're declining it. If you send this into our corporate office, that shows that this address was offered a home warranty. They just are declining it. No matter what, even if they don't take it, we still cover 75% for deductible. So this is a big part on why a lot of people like to at least offer us on every deal, because you get that protection through us there. This is a big new thing. Like I said, if you guys are familiar with America's Preferred, we started this in the summertime. So it's called our concierge service. So what it is basically we have a team at our corporate office. We're based out of Jackson, Michigan. They work directly with the homeowner. So I'm sure agents in the past, the homeowner, they had an appliance go down and they had a warranty on, and what do they do right away? They probably call the agent to figure out what to do next, like the next process with it. With this concierge program, this takes that off your guys' shoulders. So pretty much you just hand them over to us and we take care of everything. So what the concierge service is, it's a team that works directly with the homeowner. We call them every 3 months during the first year of the warranty. That call every 3 months is just education on the warranty. So what's covered, what's not covered, how to file a claim, it's that whole process. So like I said, leave something off your shoulders. You don't have to get that call figuring out what to do. We contact them enough throughout the first year where they know the process and what to do. A couple new things. So like I said, we started this in the summertime and we've gotten really good reviews since we started it. As of a few weeks ago, the new year, we did some upgrades to it as well too, because we feel like it's, like I said, a very important piece to it. And all you have to do is basically set up a meeting. So I put this in the packets, like I said, by the food, but this is a concierge flyer. So when you sell a warranty, you're going to have the homeowner scan that code, or there's a website there, and that sets up that initial meeting. This initial meeting just has to be set before the closing date. It has to be about like 10 days or 2 weeks before the closing date. Just by setting up a meeting, you're automatically going to get that enhanced client secure. So 100% deductible covered up to $5,000. And then for the homeowner, their first claim that they file, we waive their first deductible as well. So a couple extra benefits for you guys, and all you have to do is set up that initial meeting. So I have a few of these. Like I said, there's some in the packets. I recommend if you're big into home warranties, take a packet. Always carry this around with you, and just have them set up a meeting that any day that works best for them. So once they scan the code, it's going to bring up a calendar. The days that we're open and time slots that work best for them. So, but yeah, pretty much, like I said, you just set up an initial meeting that hands the homeowner over to us. So pretty much the only time that you would ever have to talk to the homeowner about anything dealing with the warranty is I always get a list of successful claims that were filed. And I always try to reach out to whoever the agent was that sold the warranty and just let them know that this homeowner had a successful claim. So it's an easy, good conversation when, something was covered there. And then, yeah, I guess that's my last slide here, but I'd say, lastly, you get me in the process too. So I know Mark Duffy, he uses us a lot, and he said he wishes he was here because he would talk about, people in the past he worked with. I don't know if you guys remember maybe a Kathy Jamber who was with America's Preferred. She's now in Colorado, and I'm the new rep. But he'll say even because every once in a while you're going to get claims that are going to get denied. And obviously you guys are one of my most important accounts. You do produce the most, use us a lot. Let me know about the denied claim so I can look into the claim number and see what the issue was. And then we want to pay claims. We want to help out the homeowner in any way possible, make you guys look good. So even if it is something denied, let me know about it. And if it's within reason, I can still do what I can to, at least do something instead of nothing for the homeowner. And like I said, Mark's ran into that issue in the past with one of the old reps, and I know he speaks highly about America's Preferred. So, but yeah, that, like I said, I'm there, that same process if something was denied, or if you guys want to learn more about, obviously I have a bunch of other slides and stuff that I could go over too, and we'll love to sit down.
And you're gonna be here, right, during lunch?
Yep, I can stick around after lunch and help out with any
Okay,
questions.
so come and talk to Alex if you have questions, and please thank him for bringing lunch to us, because without him, we would not get him. And see him with any questions that you have, because if Duffy's use him, he's a good cat,
Yeah.
right? So I appreciate it.
No, thank you.
So much. All right, guys, go get some food and then come back and eat.